Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Wednesday afternoon. Welcome into this another edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Jeremy Jeffcoat. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Unfortunately, the Auburn baseball season has come to an end. The Tigers fall to the Arkansas Razorbacks last night. Pretty disappointing game, actually, 11-1. Auburn just really never in it. Arkansas scored in the first inning and then just continued to pile on. Will McIntyre was really, really good, 7 innings, only giving up 3 hits and 1 run in that one. So we'll kind of break that down.
And in Auburn's defense, Arkansas has been really good.
They have
all
been.
year.
They have been. There's no doubt about it. So you got 3 SEC teams left, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, and Arkansas still in it. Oklahoma undefeated as well. We'll couple of games today. And Ole Miss and Oklahoma, both in the catbird seat. They have to be you have to beat them twice if you're going to get to that championship series. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But a couple of games today. We'll talk about those games. We'll talk about the game last night, talk about the preview of the games today a little bit as we move forward today. Love to get your thoughts on just the Auburn baseball season as a whole, as Butch Thompson makes it to his second World Series since becoming the head coach at Auburn University and kind of progressing. He continues to take another step forward.
Let me say this. At the beginning of the season, Auburn was picked to finish where?
Last.
Yeah.
In the West.
Right, last in the West. So making it to the College World Series, I don't know how you can, because everything's relative, right? I mean, everything is measured against your expectations. So making it to the College World Series in a year when you were picked to finish last in the West, I think it's a heck of an achievement. I think it's a major accomplishment, and kudos to coach and the team for getting that done.
Oh yeah, we talked about that yesterday. Now, I mean, we had a phone call. I think it was Terry called in and said, look, if you go 2 and out, you'll be. He didn't want to hear, well, we're just glad to be there. I understand both sides of that argument. I understand to say, I think it's okay to be disappointed if you go and like Auburn did, go 1-2 and go play 3 games and come home. But there's also quite a few teams out there. Like Caleb said, there's over 300 teams out there that that would love to be in your position.
I mean, that's the thing, right? It's like, well, you can't be happy with anything but a championship. In the moment, you're correct. But life isn't lived in the moment alone, right? Sometimes you have to look back on the entirety of the season and then go, yeah, okay. That was pretty good.
And think about, again, I go back to Butch Thompson took over this program in 2016. 2017, they make a regional. 2018, they make a super regional. 2019, they make the College World Series. 2020 happens, there is no season. 2021, down year, you have lost a ton of run games, all that kind of stuff. 2022, you're right back on track. You not only make the College World Series, you win a game in the College World Series, which you didn't win one in 2019. So again, you're taking a step forward. You're continuing to. It
kind of goes back to that thing, and and we talk so much football, everything kind of gets related to football. But if you're hiring a coach, right? Well, I want to hire a coach who's won a championship. Well, God, they ain't but like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Seriously, where are you gonna? You can't. So it's like, obviously Butch Thompson's record and performance at Auburn speaks for itself, right? You take away the 21 year, you're going to have down years. Gonna happen. But you take away that, and it's been a really impressive performance.
So we'll talk about that. Again, love to get your thoughts on that. Some couple of different power rankings for SEC coaches. A little bit of a difference. We'll get JJ's opinion. I give mine on if we agree with these or if we would change these up in a little way. Spoiler alert here, Brian Harsin, kind of low on the list. So we will get to that a little bit later. Do a little Braves.
Oh, yeah,
segment.
he's on the second page. I didn't see him there for a second.
You got to get to the second page
Yeah.
to get there. Braves 39-30, doing pretty well.
Yeah, tough loss last night.
Yeah.
Steven Strider had a bad outing. Going to happen with young pitchers, though.
True. Never want to give up a grand slam.
Yeah, and he's still learning to pitch, too. I mean, the guy's only got 2 pitches, right? But they're nasty pitches. 100-mile-an-hour fastball and a 92-mile-an-hour change. They're nasty. But when his control isn't quite there, he can get tagged.
True. Let's see. Ed comments, what kind of money is Auburn going to have to pony up to keep Butch? Fair question. There was talk that South Carolina might make a run at Butch Thompson. I don't think there's any question that he's happy at Auburn, but I don't think there's also any question that he is not. I don't think all the facilities upgrades and things of that nature have gone as quickly as. But then again, what coach do they go on pace?
That's right.
They're always too slow for the coach. So I don't know. Who? I don't even know what the pay scale is for the elite level baseball coaches in college. What is the max?
I don't know. I've never really looked at it. I don't know who's making what. I'm sure they're paid extremely well.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not football well, but it's extremely well.
Yeah. I mean, a guy like Dave Van Horn in Arkansas. I wonder what he makes.
Yeah.
So if you know that, Ed, pass that along. Because I'm sure that's probably what Auburn's going to need to do to try to keep Butch Thompson, because I think he's established himself as an elite coach. He's one of the best coaches in the SEC.
Yep.
So, and that there's no getting around that. So we'll talk about that again. We'll do a little Brave segment when a little bit later in the program. Be sure to stay tuned for that. Going back to the College World Series, can you explain? I don't know. How much of the College World Series have you watched?
0. I watched a couple innings of Auburn the other night.
Okay.
Look, in full disclosure, not a college baseball fan. It's just a little too much offense for my blood.
Charles Schwab Field, beautiful new stadium.
Yeah.
There in Omaha, built across the street from the old Rosenblatt Stadium.
There you go.
Okay, I've never thought about this. Never. I don't recall this being that big of an issue. I don't know, but apparently, judging by Auburn, the games that we've played at 6 o'clock, it is literally impossible to see it playing left field when you play a 6 o'clock game if the sun is shining.
Yeah.
Literally impossible to see. There were our left fielder Mike Bello lost the ball every time it went up into the air.
You would
think,
as the architecture is done.
Did somebody not do? Could you not? I mean, if you're going to.
Well, the sun still sets in the west, right?
I think
every day.
Every day,
as far as we know. So I mean, it's not a hard thing to plan on.
It's like, the Yankees when they built that new stadium and it was like a wind tunnel or something.
Yeah.
And home runs were just flying out at like a record pace. And they were like, holy, did somebody not do a little investigation?
There's guys with like engineering degrees that do that stuff for a living,
So, I find that bizarre. And literally at least 2 or 3 balls dropped right in front because he just lost it. You can't see when you're playing left field at a 6 o'clock game. It's crazy. But nonetheless, that's neither here nor there. Arkansas 11-1 last night. Mason Barnett, you know, so much in baseball comes down to like, you know, you one pitch here or a ball, you know, catches the chalk there, and those kind of things. I think there was I recall in that inning, you know, Mason Barnett got out of the first. He had to throw, I think 30-something pitches. But he did get out with only giving up one run, and that was a big moment for him. But I think it was the third inning. He had 2 outs, and he threw a curveball that was a strike. It had been called a strike all game, and he didn't get the call. And, you know, the floodgates kind of opened after that. He ended up giving up, I think, two or three more runs. And, you know, you're down 4-0 at that point. That kind of, you know, who knows what happens after that if you can keep it a little closer and, you know, those kind of – and, I mean, you know, you look back on that, it is what it is. But Mason Barnett's got the kind of stuff to be a really good college pitcher if he could ever be.
So you mentioned in baseball so many times that happens. I was watching the Braves game last night with the Giants. I forget which pitcher we had gone through at the time. I think 9 different pitchers pitched between the two teams last night. But I forget which relief pitcher it was. But he had a 2-1 count. Comes in with a slider, and that literally just missed off the corner, right off the bottom left corner, just missing a strike, just missing it. So instead of being 2-2, we still got a pitch to play with. Now it's 3-1. Didn't want to walk the guy, so you put something in the zone, and it winds up, you know, on the other side of town. But again, if you get that call or if that slider stays up another 2 inches, then it's 2-2, and the pitcher's got the advantage.
Completely
He can throw whatever he wants.
Yeah.
It just changes. So something like that where you don't get a call that you need, you know, and then it
changes the complexion.
It backfires on you.
No doubt. Up against our first break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Hilleby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious 1-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hilleby Towers in Alexander City.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to
Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau tri-tunes, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
The city famous for its music is quiet now, but it's about to be overwhelmed by the symphony of speed. Nashville Superspeedway will be rocking from the pit to the grandstand. June 24th through 26th, the Ally 400 NASCAR Cup Series race weekend brings a mix of incredible racing and live entertainment. Tickets are going fast, so visit NashvilleSuperspeedway.com today and join the full throttle fun.
At Glenn Smith in Opelika, we are proud to be celebrating our 30th anniversary. Enjoy big discounts on Chevrolet Buick and GMC SUVs. Chevy Equinox discounted up to $4,500. Buick Encores discounted up to $3,250. And GMC Acadias discounted up to $4,250. New inventory is arriving daily.
We have over 200 new and used vehicles on the ground or on the way. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are brought to you each and every day by Big Fish Real Estate for all your real estate needs here in the Lake Martin area, as well as down there on the coast. Give them a call today, 551-BIG-FISH, or look them up, bigfishlakemartin.com. Okay, here we go. 2022 base salaries for SEC baseball coaches. Okay. Here's the market, JJ. Vanderbilt's Tim Corbin, $1.668 million.
Is he the highest?
He would be the highest paid.
Okay.
Now, you know,
so what's the lowest?
We'll get there. Tony Vitello.
We're doing them all.
How about that? 1.5.
Okay.
Just had Tennessee at number one. Jim Schlossnagel from Texas A&M. New, just, you know.
Name alone's worth $100,000.
1.4.
Yeah.
1.4. Okay. Dave Van Horn, Arkansas, 1.3. Mississippi State's Chris Lemonis, who just won a national title, 1.25. Ole Miss, Mike Bianco, poised to play for a national championship, 1.2. Jay Johnson at LSU, 1.2. O'Sullivan at Florida, 1.2. Butch Thompson at Auburn, $1 million.
So you figure, you know, the question was asked earlier, what's Auburn going to have to pay to keep him? You figure if you're willing to go somewhere in the $1.5 to $2 million range, you're going to keep your coach.
So if a competitor, that's what it would take. If they come, they offer 1.15. I mean, are you going to make him the highest paid coach in the SEC?
It depends on whether or not you want to keep him.
Well, I mean, are you willing to offer that if you're, say, South Carolina?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Everything, you know, I had a boss who used to say, don't tell me what something or somebody is worth. It's worth whatever the market will bear. So if South Carolina thinks he's worth $1.6 million, guess what? He's worth $1.6 million. If Auburn wants to keep him, then he's worth at least $1.61 million, right? So you're worth whatever the market will bear. It doesn't really matter, our abstract theory on whether or not the record reflects, a worth of that salary. You see what I'm saying? If somebody wants to come along and pay Nick Saban $35 million a year,
that's what he's worth.
That's what he's worth. Yep. So
it's not. Yeah. Just to answer your question, $470,000 from Steve Beeser at Missouri.
Yeah, that's the lowest.
Yeah, Bohannon at Alabama is only $475,000.
Yeah,
I say
you see where they are this week.
Yeah. Nick Mingione, $575 at Kentucky. Mark Kingston, have they fired him? He was making $600,000, so I don't know. I'm not sure because that was just the word that they might come after Butch. I don't even know if there's an opening there. Scott Strickland at Georgia is $650,000. So that's your hierarchy in the SEC as far as salaries are concerned. All right, tonight, as I mentioned, Oklahoma and Texas A&M, Arkansas and Ole Miss. Got to beat them twice. Just right off the top, I'll say any chance that either of these, Texas A&M or Arkansas, is in the championship game?
Any chance? I mean, I'm sure there is. I don't see why not.
Don't see why not.
I don't see why not. Arkansas especially, I think, can go on that kind of run.
Yeah. Ole Miss been pretty hot.
Yeah, they have, but Arkansas has been strong all year. It wouldn't surprise me to see Arkansas is capable of winning a handful of games in a row.
Okay. If you had to say, who would have the better chance, do you think?
Arkansas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would probably agree with that.
Even though I think Ole Miss is better than Oklahoma.
Okay.
And again, not a huge college baseball fan, just from what I've read and watched and seen. I think Ole Miss is better than Oklahoma, so I think the road there is a little tougher for Arkansas, but I think Arkansas is better than Texas A&M. So
SEC got a great chance to win a national championship.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, that they're the lone.
Well, and really, aren't they kind of? They're coming in the league in a couple of years anyway.
True.
So we'll claim it. SEC will claim it.
Okay. All right, let's take a look at this. We'll start this, and then we'll carry it over to the next segment. But power rankings for SEC coaches.
Now, you've got two different ones here.
Yeah.
SDS, I'm assuming, is Saturday down south.
Correct.
What is On 3?
That is a sports website.
Okay. All right. Just checking
again, there is some disagreement between these two. I'll give you both. You tell me.
Right.
Saturday Down South has #1 Curb Smart.
Yeah, no. Look,
On 3 has
and no
Mr.
offense to
Saban.
Kirby, the man's got a national championship ring. Did a fabulous job last year.
Yeah.
He split with Nick Saban last year, 1-1. Tie goes to the runner. I think Nick Saban's wearing 7 rings. Is that right? He's still #1 until he retires, or until Kirby runs off 3 or 4 in 5 years or something. So.
Regardless, 1 and 2 are
Nick Saban and Kirby Smart
are locked in at the moment.
Yeah, no question.
And I have no problem with that. #3, Saturday Down South, says Mark Stoops. On 3 says Brian Kelly.
Is Mark Stoops the 3rd best coach in the league?
Who's better? Who does more with less?
Now, it's not about more with less. Who's better?
Well,
Recruiting is part of it.
Okay.
If you can't bring in, because you can't bring in top level talent, doesn't make you a better coach.
Just signed a top 15 class.
Yeah. Now, I agree.
Kentucky.
I think Mark Stoops is an outstanding coach, but the fact that you have less talent doesn't make you better than a guy who has more talent because he recruited more talent.
It doesn't make you a better coach.
No. Recruiting is part of coaching.
Well, you might not be as good a recruiter.
I would struggle with Stoops at 3. I would probably go Jimbo 3 with Stoops at 4. Not a big disagreement.
Yeah. Not Brian Kelly, though.
Probably not yet, but I mean, he's not going below 5 for me.
Up against a break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Growing your business isn't just one thing. It's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial buildings. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
Russell Building Supply and Home Center is just around the corner in a brand new convenient location with a wide selection of grills, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. The new store offers more home improvement items along with other helpful conveniences like a drive-through lumber yard and our Best Rewards program, making it an ideal destination for do-it-yourselfers and professional contractors. Get ready for game day on the plains by stocking up on all your Auburn tailgating gear at Russell Building Supply and Home Center.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company has helped companies, towns, and cities with their dirtiest, most challenging jobs by providing the very best equipment and by helping them keep in tip-top working condition. IEC represents leading manufacturers such as Heil garbage truck bodies, Timco sweepers, Step pothole patchers, and many more. We proudly support all athletes and teams that compete across the state and wish them good luck this year. Ingram Equipment Company, ingramequipment.net.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you for about 30 more minutes left in today's show, brought to you each and every day by Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team, saving people thousands of dollars each and every year on their home mortgage. Give them a call today, 256-397-0248. 256-397-0248 if you are in the market to refinance. Ty says if Butch Thompson were to leave, would Auburn hire Gabe Gross or Tim Hudson as head coach?
Maybe.
I say I don't think so because zero head coaching experience. However, I will say that Butch Thompson had zero head coaching experience.
There you go.
When they hired him. So that worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
And they are Auburn guys, but I hope it's a moot point. I hope we don't have to worry about it. I'm fully expect Auburn to keep Butch Thompson and for him to be the coach at Auburn for a long time to come. All right, we were looking at power rankings for SEC coaches. Let's see here. Lisa Parks says salary at Vandy 1.60. So she's giving us the coaches' salaries as well. Thank you for the update on that. Butch being very competitive there, making $1 million. Ty says, I think Auburn loses a lot of their infield, but I think Auburn got a good class coming in, but I also heard that Florida State wants to talk to Butch. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised that they fired Mike Martin Jr. at Florida State. You know Mike Martin, all-time winningest coach, in Florida State, and retired, and his son took over, and then right. After a couple of down years, they fired him. So maybe they were sick of Martins. I don't know, but that could be interesting. If Florida State's never been one to maybe open the checkbook.
Well, lately though, they seem to be more willing. I mean, look, there's a reason Jimbo Fisher's at Texas A&M, and one of them is because Florida State wouldn't open the checkbook.
True.
Couldn't get the facilities he wanted, couldn't get the things he needed to run the program the way he thought he needed to be competitive with Clemson. So,
all right, going back to power rankings for SEC coaches. Saturday down south, Mark Stoops, number 3, Brian Kelly, number 3. I got Jimbo at 4.
I got Jimbo at 3.
You'd be okay at flip-flopping either one? Or,
no, I got Jimbo at 3 and Stoops at 4. And here's why. I did a little research during the break there.
Okay.
One, in terms of wins over the last 4 years, Jimbo has 34 wins and Stoops has 33, so it's pretty close. But Jimbo has 21 conference wins in the last 4 years to Mark Stoops' 17. And Jimbo plays in a much tougher division. Jimbo doesn't get Vandy every year. Jimbo doesn't get South Carolina every year. Jimbo doesn't get the dumpster fire that has been Tennessee for the last few years every year. So that's why, I would forget about the fact that neither one of them have made an SEC championship game since Jimbo came to the conference. He does have a national championship ring that he can wear. So, yeah, to me, and as much as I admire the job Mark Stoops has done at Kentucky, I think they've got the same number of SEC championships in the last 20 years that Texas A&M does, right? So, it's not like either one has been a powerhouse in the league. So, I would give, by virtue of a 4-game better conference record over the last 4 years in a much tougher division, I would definitely put Jimbo in at 3.
Okay. Some people might put this next guy. They have number 5, Brian Kelly at Saturday Down South. They have Mark Stoops, number 5 at on 3. But Lane Kiffin coming in at number 6 in both.
Stoops for me is 4 behind Jimbo because of the job he has done. The man's got 2 10-win seasons in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible at Kentucky, right? So, good job for him. I put him in at 4. But, like I told you, Brian Kelly, for me, doesn't slip past 5. The guy's he's played in the national championship game. He's made the college football playoff twice. And then Notre Dame doesn't play trash. I mean, their schedule is fairly competitive. So,
parts of it are.
If you think Brian Kelly's coming to the league to go 5-7 every year, you're whistling past the graveyard. Let me tell you that, because the guy will have a competitive program within 2 to 3 years.
I would think they will probably make a sizable step forward this year.
I think they'll be better this year, but looking ahead 2023, 2024, they're going to start to look like LSU again, just more disciplined about it.
Kiffin at 6.
Is there anybody else I can put in there? Pittman, maybe. I'd probably put Kiffin in there just on his ability to call plays and develop quarterbacks. Probably put Kiffin in there. Jury's out. Let's see what he does this year.
Just by what he's done at Ole Miss, it's you could make an argument either way. But every other place that he's been as a head coach before that, it's been bad.
It's been bad.
So there's still the jury's still
Let me
out.
say this, though. I don't really blame him for the Oakland Raiders debacle.
No.
There is no reason in the world that he should have gotten that job at 31 years old. I put that one on Al Davis as much as I do Lane Kiffin. So.
Well, he was a liar.
Yeah.
Sam Pittman, number 7.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I mean, Pittman could go higher depending on what they do this year. It's hard to keep. The thing is, we kind of want to keep Sam Pittman down there in that 7-8 range, but you look at what he's done over the last couple of years, and you wonder if is he a top 5 coach in the league. Let me see what he does this year, but.
Yeah, he seems like on a Mark Stoops type trajectory.
Oh, yeah.
But I think there's a ceiling that you're not going to get past. But who knows? He may surprise you.
A lot of oil money in Arkansas.
True. Mike Leach.
Jerry Jones.
Mike Leach at 8. Putting him above.
I'm trying to think of who I could.
Beamer, Heupel, Napier.
Yeah, I'll probably put him there.
Carson.
I will say this for now.
You don't think his longevity's good? Yes,
no.
We got to take a break. We'll be back with another segment of the Auburn Blitz right after these messages.
Lake Martin has a new car buying experience. It's the TR Group of Alex City on Cherokee Road. The TR Group has up to 100 late model vehicles to choose from and will not be beat on price, selection, or financing. With the TR Group, your selection and quality is easy and your good credit is rewarded. But we offer guaranteed financing on our inventory because your future is more important than your past. The TR Group, Lake Martin's new standard in auto sales. Located at 814 Cherokee Road, Alex City, USA.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Whether you prefer bricks, clicks, or taps, there's one place built around all your needs. For whatever it is you want to do. Even if your needs change, we'll be right there with you, making it all possible. Because you never know when a new addition will come along. So walk in, log on, or tap away. Either way, Valley's built to help you do you. Wherever life takes you, we'll be right there with you.
Hey guys, this is Nate Paz with Airport Motors.
I'm Connor Branch with Fairway Auto Brokers in Opelika, Alabama.
And this is your first ever Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz.
That's right, Lake Martin. Airport Motors and Fairway Auto Brokers is teaming up for the very first Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz. Make sure to check out either website for the very best selection of pre-owned luxury trucks, SUVs, and sedans in East Alabama. Get pre-approved in minutes online and make sure to use the keyword Summer Blitz in the comment section for $500 off internet price. That's keyword Summer Blitz.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Hey, this is Doug Roberts, long-term resident of Alexander City. I sold my house with Century 21 Lake Area Realty because all my life I had heard that to sell a house, you need 3 things: location, location, location. I found out there's actually 4. You need location, 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 and Rhonda Gaskins at Century 21 Lake Area Realty to sell your house fast.
Call me today and let me go to work for you. 256-749-3644.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom, Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334